high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Be someday, sometime soon, on the enemies of the world. So that our citizens, our allies' citizens, indeed the sane citizens of all countries, can sleep safe and sound in peace. For those of us who have fought, who can fight, who will fight our country's wars, pray for peace more than those who have never served can ever know. For we willingly face the horrors from which others are thankfully spared. But if peace on earth be not granted us in this season of our lives, then we pray, Almighty God, that on these fields of friendly strife be sown the seeds that on other fields, on other days, will bear the fruits of victory. Amen.
Take that, ISIS. You'll never win.
Academy, and here come the midshipmen of Navy. Accompanied by the F-18s. And right behind them, the cadets of West Point, the Army Black Knights. Here are the Apaches. Moments ago, at midfield, The honorary coin toss. Secretary of Defense Ashton Carter with the honors. Army won the toss. They have deferred. Navy will get the ball. And Secretary of Defense Carter is with Allie LaForce.
Secretary Carter, as you stand here after witnessing these young men take the field in one of the most celebrated games in all of sports, you saw the flyover. What emotions does this evoke out of you as our Secretary of Defense?
Incredible pride. They're on two different teams today, but from now on, they'll be officers on one team. Team America, finest fighting force the world has ever known. They make us so proud, and they make us safe and leave a better world for their children.
With everything going on in this country right now, the military is more important than ever before. How does this game touch the lives of all of the military personnel around this world right now?
Well, I'll be over visiting some of our folks who are overseas now. And I'd ask everybody who's watching, as everybody in this stadium knows, take a moment in this holiday season. Remember those who can't be with us here with their families for this holiday, because they're out there protecting us. There are many, many, many of them, and we're so grateful, and I am so proud of them.
That's a wonderful message, and we appreciate your time and all that you do.
You're being here. Thanks.
Vern.
Allie, thank you, and Gary and I add our thoughts to those of the secretaries. Well, hi, everybody. Vern Lundquist along with Gary Danielson. This is the 7th time that we've witnessed this game. We've never seen Army win. It's the 13th game and the 14th game in which Army tries to solve this streak.
I think we've opened up each broadcast saying, how can Army end this streak? And we've always said, does it bother them? Yeah, can you imagine losing to your brother? This is a brotherhood out here. 13 straight years, going to bed with him 13 straight years and saying he's beat me. It's been a factor in the game. I think Army's played a little tight in this
The
game.
United States Military Academy educates, trains, and inspires young men and women to become leaders of character, committed to the values of duty, honor, country, and there's so much more. West Point, America's Academy.
Halftime in Philadelphia, the Army Black Knights lead Navy 17-14. Let's take a look at our military appreciation moment presented by USAA. For more, here's Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Vern. Well, at Tuesday night's 55th Annual National Football Foundation Awards Dinner in New York City, one former football player from each military academy was honored with the Distinguished American Award given to those who have made significant contributions to the betterment of amateur football in the U.S. Air Force Captain Jared Two rushed for 17 touchdowns as a 2-year starter for the Falcons. He's currently stationed in Italy flying, appropriately enough, the F-16 Titan Falcon. Rear Admiral Bill Byrne is one of just 3 Navy quarterbacks to throw for more than 1,000 yards in 3 different seasons. This past August, he assumed command of naval forces in Korea. Major Graham White won 2 letters as a punter at Army. His career average of 44.1 is a West Point record. He's currently in transition to a task force mission in Honduras. These 3 joined 41 others who have been honored with the National Football Foundation's Distinguished American Award. Vern?
Allie, thank you. Our military appreciation moment presented by USAA, another of the timeless traditions. In this case, the Secretary of Defense goes from the Navy side to the Army side, where he will spend the second half.
Hi, I'm Ray Mavis. I love Navy football, and I'm disappointed, Ray Mavis, because I root for Army. Navy has won America's game 13 years in a row. Army has played in a football game for the last 13 years. Navy's won 14 Commander-in-Chief's trophies. I once had a dream about Army winning a trophy. Don't be like this, me. You'll just be disappointed for the 14th year in a row. Go Navy. Beat Army.
Our thanks to Ray Mavis for expressing his thoughts. 3rd down 3 from the 33 and a 3-point lead. Poe in the slot. Oh, wow. Jeff Sarah? Nope. DJ Palmore. Second sack of the season, first of this game.
Now Palmore plays off a block. Watch him right here. Play off a block and then still get to the quarterback. Plays off the block right there, coming across and gets back. Palmer making, so far, the play of the game for the Navy defense.
Awesome. We have a veteran crew here, too. Bob Welch, United States Marine Corps in the 6th. Darrell Witt, United States Army for 12 years. Ben Lynn operates the Skycam, Marine Corps, 95 to 2000. And the man we love, Sarge.
Right below us.
Yeah, Neil McCaffrey.
We got our guys, too.
Yes, indeed.
I'll take Sarge against anybody out there, too.
Well, they're veterans in many respects, and we love them all. 1st down 10. Reynolds has missed his last 6. This one is knocked away. Intended for Jameer Tillman.
Boy, that's another poor throw by Keenan Reynolds. He's really struggling. He had Tillman wide open on this play on the corner. Remember how well Carter's been throwing it. Look at that open space he has to throw to. And Tillman has to stop, come back, and it's defended on the play by Xavier Moss. Gee, Keenan, he'd like to have about 3 back now.
0 for the last 7. It's Swain again. He's been outside of Reynolds, their only running threat in the ballgame.
You know, Vernon, what is surprising also to me about Navy, 25% of their carries go to their slot backs. You know, no to Brandon Sanders, no to Brown, they've only got 2 carries in this game. Why is Navy not running the option in this football game? They cannot get the ball to anyone but Reynolds or the fullback. They have not gotten it to their slot backs at all.
3rd down 6.
Again,
It'll be 4th down.
that Army, I don't know if it's the outside linebackers or what. They just are giving Keenan a bad read, and he's having to turn it up every time. On that one, John Voight again got outside of the play, forced Keenan to turn it into the backside, and Jordan Smith with the tackle. Listen, great defense by this Army team. Jay Bateman has his team ready for the option. Defensive coordinator for Army.
Almost.
It's hard to believe that Navy can't get the ball to anybody but their fullback or their quarterback. He nailed it. He nailed it. He nailed it. Oh, look at that. It got to the line, I think.
Touchback.
Yes. By what? The length of a football?
Yes. A smidgen.
Whoa. Get out of the way. Yep,
Yeah, there it is.
I can't believe you can get a foot long and tots for $3.99 all month long.
I know, and with the top down of these footlongs, it's like it's still summer.
Yeah, I'm not getting any summer, man.
Every time I take a bite of the footlong, I feel like a warm summer breeze.
I am getting some smoke, though. Did you put a fireplace in my backseat?
Have you looked back there?
I'm about to.
Then, no. Yes.
A hot deal for cold nights. Get your favorite summer footlong and tots for just $3.99. And try our new Ultimate Chicken Sandwich. This is how you sell it.
Boy, Navy's starting to play some defense here.
Let's go down to Allie for an update on Keenan Riders.
Guys, Keenan was simply just cramping up, so the team wanted to give him a good stretch. He was still on headset like you saw while they were stretching him out, so he didn't miss out on anything. He's back up on his feet, and he looks to be just fine.
He's going to spend his military career in naval intelligence.
He might not want to to come here again. The last time he had hypothermia, and tonight he's cramping up with the heat.
Now, we're guessing that 2 years ago when we were here, the wind chill was around 0. It's in the 60s tonight. Brandon Clements. Wow.
Yeah, can't beat that naval intelligence, boy. That's being intelligence.
He avoids the block, not even close, and makes the big play.
I should probably just be
Navy's
hush-hush
defense,
about that.
I don't know if the offense and Keenan Reynolds has woken up, but the Navy defense has. This is what I thought. I mean, when you look across this Navy veteran defense, they call it their best defensive line. Their secondary is experienced and athletic. Finally, they're making some plays.
3rd down, 12.
And Bernie Serra, the nose tackle, is egging on the crowd.
Number 77. Carter in trail. Jarvis Polu, number 67. That's his first sack of the season.
Yeah, he's in for Amos Mason. Remember, Amos went out with that quarterback sneak, and Polu is the 3rd defensive end on the team and comes in for a big play. This year, as Buddy Green is out, taking a hiatus from the coaching this year, and Dale has done a great job with his 17th season as a defensive line coach, and he's been in charge all year. I think they blitzed a little bit more aggressively with the blitz. When we talked to him, he says the only difference, but he continued to say on the phone when we were talking to him is, listen, I was blessed with a veteran team that's been here a long time.
Well, the midshipman expressing some enthusiasm. Got him! Jameer Tillman dives! Touchdown, Navy!
Another big play for Navy. One on a run by Keenan Reynolds, and this, yes, he did. That's a touchdown. His foot didn't step. I thought either on this play, Tillman was either pretending to fall down or he actually almost slipped and fell, because as you see the ball stretched out across the pylon, that's a touchdown. The crossing around that thing is almost like he snuck across.
So Navy reclaims the lead with the extra point try from Austin Grebe.
It's the exact same play that Navy used against Houston to tie the score at 14 in the first quarter. You roll one way and throw back. Beautifully designed play.
Jameer Tillman, 50 yards. The last 3 on that dive.
He needed all 6'4", and here number 77. He forces 2 players to take him on the play. He goes into Hugenberg and then forces Mike Houghton to take him, and that really opens it up and puts the pressure on the play from the other almost All-American, Will Anthony.
3rd and 5.
He's a block eater. He just eats up blocks. The Navy defense just looks so different. They just got just a different tempo about it. That front 3 is controlling the line of scrimmage.
Blitz, red and blitz coming.
Again.
Will Anthony.
Same blitz they used earlier in the game. They blitz, and that frees up Anthony. Micah Thomas comes from the inside, and all of a sudden Will Anthony overpowers and makes the sack. The Navy defense has turned the game, and it doesn't even count the Fordham game. They scored to get behind by 2 points with 2:33, went for 2, and did not tie it up. They've had a year like that where nothing has broke their way. But in this game right now, as you look at their second half, Vern told you, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Worse than that, all negatives on the 3 and outs.
Carter comes right. You got him open. It's Poe again.
I put a guy on that guy.
That's a concept.
Yeah, do something for Navy, if I was going to call down there, I might say, the guy's 6'5", and he's lined up right there at the end of the line of scrimmage. Could one of our guys follow him?
Rally the force. Part of the pageantry of this event, at the start of the day, the flyover. Both Army and Navy. And these are the F-18s. And one of the pilots played in this game. There he is receiving a hug right there.
Yeah, Jeff Deliz, hug from Jeff Munkin. He was a co-captain of the 2007 game. And the reason Jeff Munkin, the Army head coach, came over, because Jeff was on that staff at Navy and actually recruited him to come to Navy.
That's a nice gesture. Munkin coming out. Third and 1.
Yeah, either a big play here or they don't get it. I think they'll go for it on 4th down. I've been wrong every time.
You're right off.
It doesn't matter. You're right.
3rd and 1.
Need it.
Got it. Well, I'm not sure what we expected at the start of the day, but boy, these teams have delivered in an exciting fashion.
You know, Vern, all year we always talk about games and players, and we talk, well, he may turn pro, he may turn pro. One thing that strikes me is all these guys are going to turn pro.
Yeah.
They're just going to be turning pro in the service, and they're all going to represent us. And it's fantastic the way they want to compete. They all tell us we want to be coached hard, we want to play big-time football, and keep talking about what we're doing wrong and what we're doing right, because that's what we'd love to do.
Up the middle, inside the 15.
Breaking up and not making a bad play worse. This time, Chris Carter let the outside linebacker for Navy, I think it was DJ Palmore, number 45, just eat him up. That should have been 3rd and 3 instead of 3rd and 9. That's his first rookie mistake.
Yep. Loss of 4, 3rd and 9, 4-point margin in the ballgame. Poe in the slot.
Remember earlier they went out and threw an out route to the outside here. There it is.
Got him, but short of the first down. DeAndre Bell, number 15, made the tackle.
They call it a smash route. What that means is this guy will kind of slow here. This guy runs the corner. So as you come out on the play, you see if you've got the corner route, and if you don't, right in your vision is the smash route.
They will go for the field goal. Gachowski comes on.
Think about that loss of yardage on 2nd down, because that would have been a first down if they would have had 3rd and medium.
This is from 29 yards. He had a 52-yarder in this game a year ago in Baltimore.
Oh, no.
And Navy played safe. They didn't even rush.
Sarah celebrates.
You gotta hate those chicken
Gachowski
business.
from 29.
All they do is cross the receivers. One guy goes deep, the other guy goes behind him, and he's wide open again. It's like, it's got to be 4 of those, right?
Yes, oh yeah.
Got to hit, but as long as the ball's gone, you can take those.
DeAndre Bell, 5 receptions coming into the game. He's got 2 now for 45 yards. First down and 10, another.
And that's it.
Another fumble.
Quarterback center exchange.
Recovered by Navy's Ted Colburn.
Army has found ways to help Navy since we've been doing this. Remember the Wayne Middleton fumble on the goal line back in 2010? We had the Larry Dixon fumble in 2012. And this one is, We just talked about the quarterback center exchanges against Penn State. And what happens? possible scoring drive ends up with this one-pass option. The whole Army team is selling out as if it's goal line defense right now.
Swain is the fullback. Gets the call from Reynolds on 3rd and 2.
A late shift by Army. Keenan Rose was going to change the play.
Number 61, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Keenan saw the late shift and decided to call off that play. He killed it. He'd go kill, 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 and call a different play. But from the outside, Brandon Green, the right tackle, just thinks it's a go.
And that makes it 3rd and 7 from the 41.
Remember, Jeff Monken told Allie, it's all about execution. It's a long get running. It's going to cost Army their last time out.
Tillman is in tight. Roll out. Reynolds goes deep. 4th down.
I think that was going to be the call no matter what. It looked like the same blocking pattern that was going to happen before, and Keenan got out of that play on 3rd and short. Bootleg out. Same look. Oh, he could have ran up there for 4 or 5 yards, but he thought he could get the deep one.
How about this? Navy is now 3 of 14 on 3rd down conversions. It's 4th down.
Well, you need to... Navy's going to pooch punt this ball down there. Aren't they? Is it Cam the Torpedoes? I got to say, Vern, if this is a scoring drive by Army, by Chris Carter, the freshman, this one will go... Roger Staubach will stand up and clap for this drive.
You're right. I know you're right. 2nd down 4 at the 39. 2:15 to go. Quick flip. It's a wide receiver pass toward the end zone. Intercepted. Daquan Thomason. DeAndre Bell threw it.
Admire the Navy defense. They stayed home here. Trick play. Receiver goes down the middle. The slot right down the middle. Thomason turns around and handles the ball in the air. A tremendous play by the Navy defense. Army said, let's try to get it all in one chunk. Watch. Almost a mishandle.
Whoa!
Interesting. Army did not have the block on. They went with the return.
Yeah, I thought they might come after it.
Yes, and if they would have, who knows? 4th quarter.
Yes, exactly. He's not on our depth chart, candidly. Here he is again. No. Into the end zone, alley-oop. Game over.
Play, Army put in Kelvin White, a former quarterback who'd been playing tight end. I guess he's the guy that can throw it the farthest. And this time, nothing. Army tried every quarterback they had. He's heard what he said. What a game.
Congratulations, the streak is still alive, and you can now say that you went through your entire career at Navy without ever losing to Army. You're the first quarterback to go 4-0 in this rivalry game. How did this one match up to the rest?
This one, it was the toughest by far. I mean, they've gotten, man, wow, they played a heck of a game. And they were clicking on all cylinders, you know, and I think the only reason, you know, we were able to kind of stay ahead of them was we didn't turn the ball over, and that was our big deal coming in, is no turnovers, and that was the reason why we were able to come out with a victory today.
We want you to sing with your team, so congratulations and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And he gets to sing second. Kenny Niumatalolo, 8-0 against Army.
Keenan said, I think the exact key to the game, it was the turnovers. Two of them were critical. One in between obviously hurt, but they did get the ball back. But that fumbled quarterback center exchange is going to be living. That's going to be a nightmare.
Army will sing first.
Of the West Point alma mater.
During the Army alma mater, the Navy coach. And for the 14th consecutive time, the midshipmen of Navy will sing second.
Playing now, Navy, blue and gold.
Down to Alley with Ken Niumatalolo.
Coach, congratulations on keeping the streak alive. You're now 8-0 against Army, but this is about so much more than the records. Emotions just pouring out of you right now. Why so emotional?
I love these guys. You got to give Army credit. They played a really good game. Just love the kids that I coach. Very fortunate to coach such great young men. They're going to serve our country, and I just love those guys.
There was so much talk about Keenan Reynolds and this offense coming into the game, but it was the defense that ended it on 2 interceptions, a full team effort. What were you most proud of?
Just proud that we kept fighting. You know, like I said, give Army credit. They played really well, but our kids are resilient, and they found a way to get a W.
It's been 4 great years with Keenan Reynolds. How do you sum that up?
You know, I'm Wish him the best of luck. He's meant so much to our program and our school. Just a great ambassador for our school, and just, again, I love that kid too.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thanks, Al.
You know, Vern, when I was watching them sing and those faces, everyone talks about so much of what separates us in our great country. Look at that. Look at what brings us together. Those faces right there.
You certainly must be moved by this event. It's one of the best Saturdays of the fall.